My mother-in-law moved in temporarily 5 years ago. Last month, I started charging her rent. The family meeting that followed was legendary. Let me set the stage. Barbara showed up in 2019 with 2 suitcases and a hip injury. Just until I'm back on my feet, she said. My husband, Derek, assured me it would be 6 weeks, maybe 8. 5 years later, Barbara occupied our guest room like a conquering army. She'd redecorated, installed her own TV, complained about my cooking, my cleaning, my parenting, and my general energy. She didn't pay rent, didn't buy groceries, didn't contribute to utilities. She's on a fixed income, Derek would say. Her fixed income included a pension, Social Security, and a rental property in Florida that generated $1,800 a month. She just didn't want to spend it. Meanwhile, I worked full-time while raising 2 kids and apparently running a free bed and breakfast for a woman who once told me my casserole tasted like depression. I snapped last month, not dramatically, quietly. I'd read about something called gray rocking, becoming so boring and unresponsive that difficult people lose interest. I decided to try the opposite, aggressive reasonableness. I printed a lease agreement, standard terms, month-to-month tenancy, $800 rent, utilities included, first and last month, due upon signing. I presented it to Barbara over breakfast. What is this? A lease. You've been living here 5 years. That makes you a tenant under state law. I'm just formalizing the arrangement. Her face turned purple. I'm your mother-in-law and my tenant. The two aren't mutually exclusive. She called Derek at work. He came home during lunch looking like a man approaching his own execution. What's going on? I'm asking your mother to contribute to the household she's lived in for 5 years. She's family. Family pays rent in most cultures. We've been subsidizing her lifestyle while she collects Florida rental income and tells me my soup tastes like feet. Barbara gasped. I never said feet. You said something died in it. I'm paraphrasing. Derek tried diplomacy, suggested a family meeting. His sister flew in from Ohio. His brother joined by video chat. The meeting was held in my living room. Barbara sat in the armchair like a queen awaiting tribute. This is elder abuse, his sister announced. She's 68 with no health issues and more savings than us. She just doesn't want to spend them on her own housing. She's family. She told my daughter her art project looked like a cry for help. She hides my cookware because she doesn't like how I organize. She changed the Wi-Fi password twice without telling us. She's been a tenant, not a guest, for half a decade. Silence. 800 is reasonable, I continued. Market rate for that room is 1,200. I'm giving her the family discount. Derek's brother, surprisingly, spoke up. She has rental income? Barbara glared at the screen. That's none of your... You told me you were broke. I sent you $4,000 last year. His sister's head snapped toward the screen. You sent her money? She borrowed $3,000 from me in March. Barbara's face went pale. The meeting devolved. Years of resentment surfaced. Turns out, Barbara had been collecting emergency funds from all 3 kids while sitting on a healthy nest egg. Derek looked at me. I didn't know. I know. That's why I drew up the lease instead of losing my mind. Barbara moved out 2 weeks later. Found an apartment near her Florida rental. Said she needed space from this toxic family. We threw a small party after she left. Derek apologized for 5 years of obliviousness. I accepted. Marriage is long. People make mistakes. His sister called last week. She asked to move in with me. What did you say? I sent her your lease template. I laughed so hard I cried. Some boundaries have to be written in ink, and some deposits are non-refundable.